Mum bun in full force today, but I did pop on. How cute is this outfit? I love it. I've got it in bright yellow as well. Anyway, it's not athletic wear, look at that. So today, Aaron and Izzy are out all day, and I thought I would take advantage and jump into the kitchen and cook with you 3 recipes that I make every week for my family. So I mentioned in my last video that I make Izzy's ice cream, so I thought that we'd make them together, and that would be a great recipe to have here on my platform. I also thought I'd make with you protein overnight oats, as that's a staple. Aaron takes them to work and I eat them too. And then I thought I'd make with you my chickpea end of week curry. I use that curry to refresh my fridge. So I always, every shop, get 2 tins of chickpeas, 2 tins of coconut milk, and at the end of the week I do a chickpea curry, lots of ginger, lots of turmeric, lots of garlic, so super micronutrient dense, and I chuck into it any vegetables that I need to use out of my fridge. Then my fridge is fresh for when my fridge is fresh for when the fresh vegetables and fruit arrive. So let's get started. Starting with Izzy's ice creams, I choose to make these myself because then I know exactly what's going in them. So no preservatives, no additives, just ingredients that I've chosen. I make them, I've got 2 kinds of molds. I've got these little fellows that you just pop the sticks in, and then I've got some bigger molds as well. So I'll make that much and pop them in the freezer, and it should last her, well, it will last her for the week. In them today, I use for her soy milk, almond milk, hazelnut milk, cashew milk, whatever milk I've got. Today I've just got regular cow's milk. I'm going to use maple syrup to sweeten them, and then the yogurt I've got in the fridge is a coconut yogurt, frozen strawberries, and then I put in it the red antioxidant powder from Happy Way. I do this because she's just obsessed with the color red, and so this makes them nice and red. It's beetroot, pomegranate, raspberry, strawberry, elderberry, blackcurrant, blueberry, cranberry, acai, goji, and sea buckthorn. So it makes them nice and red, but it also means that I can sneak in some extra micronutrients into her food. And then I also add chia seeds. One thing I will say, if you've got a little toddler like me that kind of runs around while she's got the ice cream in her hand and you've got a white sofa, then the chia seeds hold the ice cream together because they absorb the water and they become kind of like jelly-like. Like you'll know if you make chia seed pudding. So in the ice creams, they kind of hold its form while she's walking around with it and eating it slowly. So an absolutely necessary ingredient. In my blender, I'm adding around 250 mils of milk, 3 tablespoons of coconut yogurt. You could also use coconut kefir if you wanted to, which is great for their little bellies. About 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 6 strawberries, and 2 scoops of my super red powder. If I don't have maple syrup, I also use ripe banana here, and that makes them nice and sweet as well. Transfer it into one of these jugs because it is easier to get into the mold than from the protein mixer. So that's made that many. This leftover mixture I just pop in the fridge in an airtight container and it will last for 3 days. Izzy's ice creams are in the freezer, so it's onto our protein oats. I use a combination of rolled oats and quick oats in my jars. In my rolled oats, I do also have quinoa flakes mixed in. I don't know if you can see it there. Yes, you can see rolled oats and quinoa flakes. So I use a combination of the 2. I'm using a vanilla protein powder. I'm adding maca powder to mine. So maca is an incredible superfood, great for your hormones, but also just really high in antioxidants and all this other great stuff. It adds like a malty caramel flavor, which I really enjoy. So I'm going to add maca powder, chia seeds, of course. Maple syrup is going to be my sweetener. I'm going to make these on soy milk. And then for my toppings, Aaron likes a tablespoon of Biscoff in his, and I like nut butter. So I just pop a spoonful in the top when I'm finished, as you'll see. So I'm adding 2 cups of oats, so 1 cup of the rolled and quinoa, 1 cup of the quick oats. As a rule, it's about half a cup of oats per portion. I'm adding a teaspoon of maca, 2 portions of the protein powder, so 2 scoops, about a 1/4 cup of chia seeds. I love chia seeds, so can never add too many of them. I love the texture. And then 2 cups of soy milk, a tablespoon of maple syrup. You could also use mashed banana here to sweeten them if you preferred. Stirring that together. It does look like quite liquidy, but the oats and chia seeds will expand overnight in the fridge, so it will definitely, the texture will change. And then topping that with my nut butter. Moving on to our chickpea curry, end of week chickpea curry, end of week chickpea stew. Like I said, I always have chickpeas and coconut milk in my pantry for this dish. I then always use fresh ginger, garlic and turmeric and onion, and then the vegetables around that change depending on what's left in my fridge. So starting with the onion, garlic and ginger, I slice that finely. That's a rough idea of the ginger and garlic that I use, against a tablespoon. All of my veggies are cut. I have softened the onion, garlic and ginger, so I'm just adding in the vegetables. That's the kind of, that glazed look of the onion is what you're looking for there before you add the vegetables. I'm then adding 2 tins of chickpeas. And now's when I add about a tablespoon of turmeric. I love turmeric. And then I've decided to add some chili tonight as well. So about a teaspoon. I found some broccoli, so I'm adding that as well in the back of the fridge. So adding my coconut, 2 tins of coconut milk, and then a tablespoon of bone broth and another can of liquid, so 400 ml of liquid. Just for some extra nutrients, I'm using the bone broth there. You could use chicken or vegetable stock if you wanted it to be vegan. I'm prepping my kale, popping on some rice. So I've let that simmer for about 25 minutes. It will thicken, the chickpeas will start to break down and it will thicken. And now I'm just adding a huge big bowl of greens. So all the kale I needed to use, and I think about a bag of spinach as well. And that's it. I'm going to let the kale soften and then it's ready to go. Hi everyone, so that is the 3 recipes done. I'm just out putting all the scraps in with the worms. I hope there's one there that you try and you love. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.